Moving on, viewers, bringing you some news from London, where a massive fire at Heathrow Airport caused widespread disruptions on Friday. The blaze at an electrical substation knocked out power, grounding flights and also stranding thousands of passengers. The massive outage has not only impacted Heathrow but has created a ripple effect across the globe as well, with flights diverted and delays stretching from Delhi to Paris. Take a look.
Britain's Heathrow Airport closed for a full day on Friday after a fire in an electrical substation knocked out its power, disrupting flights for hundreds of thousands of passengers. At least 1,350 flights to and from Heathrow were affected. Several jets diverted to Gatwick Airport outside London, Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, and Ireland's Shannon Airport.
There are another 200,000 at least booked to travel in and out of Heathrow today, and they will, I'm afraid, be in the appalling situation of trying to replan their journey. But when Heidi Alexander, as you've been reporting, the Transport Secretary says, I'd urge passengers not to travel to the airport, yeah, correct, and contact their airline. Well, I can exclusively reveal that they are not going to be answering the phone particularly well today at British Airways.
Meanwhile, the disruption impacted the travel plans of approximately 2 lakh people across inbound and outbound of London.
As soon as I went inside to get my boarding pass, they told us that the flight has been cancelled and there is no flight for next 2-3 days. That is what. And they said that there is a fire at the Heathrow Airport.
Thousands of houses also lost power connection in West London. At least 10 fire engines and around 70 firefighters worked to control the inferno hours after flames soared into the sky. An investigation led by the counter-terror officers from the Metropolitan Police was also called into the incident. However, the officials were swift to lead out any foul play that might have occurred.
It's not unusual when there is a major incident for the fire brigade to involve the police when it comes to their investigations. The fire investigator has been on site since the start of the fire and will be there until the conclusion of the fire, working closely with Met Police colleagues. The Met Police often call in specialists in relation to investigations. There's nothing in that to alarm anybody. What's important is for the fire brigade, the police and other colleagues to carry out their investigation. As and when the Met can share information with the public, they'll do so.
With various task forces and teams deployed to arrest the chaos, the airport operations have resumed.
Viewers, in Istanbul, thousands of people gathered outside the city hall to protest against the arrest of the city's mayor, who is a prominent contender against President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Meanwhile, Turkish President Erdogan criticized the protest and said that the government will not tolerate street protests and accused the opposition party of being associated with corruption. Take a look.
Massive protests broke out in Turkey over the arrest of Istanbul's popular mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu in a graft and terror probe.
Bu yapılanlar kesinlikle hukuksuz. Hukuksuz ve temelsiz. Bu demokrasi değil. Demokrasinin ayıbı. Yani yapılanlar Türkiye'ye yakışmıyor. Gerçekten bu halk bunu hak etmiyor. Üzülüyoruz yani. Sonuçta bu duruma üzülüyoruz. Biz insan olarak üzülüyoruz.
Thousands have defied a protest ban in Istanbul, gathering outside City Hall in support, with the authorities extending the ban in the capital. Police initially showed restraint in handling the protesters by firing rubber bullets and tear gas as they scuffled with the students in Istanbul. Meanwhile, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has condemned the growing protest in Turkey days after the arrest of his political rival.
Yapılan sokak terörüne bugüne kadar nasıl teslim olmadıysak vandallığa bundan sonra da boyun eğmeyeceğiz.
Erdogan said that the government will not tolerate street protests and accused the opposition of being associated with corruption, marginal groups and terror organizations. Erdogan's remarks come after leader of Turkey's main opposition party renewed a call on supporters to take to the streets for peaceful demonstrations against the arrest of the mayor. Istanbul Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu was arrested in a dawn raid on his residence on Wednesday over the charges of corruption and terror links. Several other prominent figures, including 2 district mayors, were also detained.